everyone, welcome back to my channel, Creators Call Shop here on YouTube. I'm Creators Call on Etsy and on Instagram. I'm trying to get better about posting to that, but primarily my main form of communication with everyone is here through YouTube. Okay, so I'm delighted to be hanging out with you guys today. Now in my last video, I was talking about this journal that I was making for a friend, for her daughter. And we had been doing some work and getting pages figured out and all of that. Today, I want to share with you the finished cover. I've sewn in the signatures, and then we'll be going through and embellishing our pages together. So that's what we have on the agenda for today. Then after we get it embellished today, then my next video will very likely be a final complete flip through, because I'm sure there will still be some things I need to tweak after today, after our session today. Now this is going tomorrow to my friend. So I need to have it all done, and no matter what, get it all done and get the flip through filmed before I have my appointment tomorrow at 11:30. So time is of the essence. Still no watch band. Anyway, so go ahead and get yourselves ready if you're wanting to get crafty or get comfy. Whichever one you choose, get what you need for that, and we will be back in just a minute. I wanted to share with you this cover because truly I think this is the most proud of a cover I've ever been, and I think it's honestly the best I've ever done on a junk journal cover. I'm going to lay it out so you can get the full effect here. Make sure we're in the camera frame. I just really had fun putting it together. I used a lot of these map pieces. They're just scrapbook papers, and I tore it up and did a collage look. So I think in the last video I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the cover, and this is it. And also, I'm especially proud of this little collage thing that I put together. I just like how all of these pieces came together. Then I had all of these little, what's the word? Had all of these little images. A lot of them are from Mrs. Cog. A couple of these I printed off ages ago. I think these might have been from the Graphics Fairy. I'm not sure. And they were just the right thing, because after I got done collaging it looked kind of blah. And then I remembered that I had printed these on accident on copy paper and not on cardstock, which turned out to be fortuitous, because then I could add them and fill in the blank spots on this cover. And then today I went out because I needed some way to finish the edge, kind of like seam binding on a quilt, you know, or on a blanket. When I collaged, these went over the edge a little bit, but it wasn't even all the way around, and you're technically supposed to wrap it around to the inside of the cover, but I didn't do that because they weren't even all the way around. It would have looked really bad, so I just trimmed it, and then that looked really bad too. So I went out to try to find some washi tape. I found this at Michael's. I am just kind of rambling. I'm sorry. We're not quite getting to the point, but I just wanted to share with you. This was at Michael's. It was a 7-piece, and it's all got the grid, and I think the grids are pretty useful. It's a very versatile pattern, so I didn't mind investing in that. All right, so let's go through here and see what we can add. I've got a whole bunch of ephemera pieces, and then also I have some other things that I've set aside here, how I know I want to decorate the pages. So let me set aside, I mean, I just have a little bit of everything. I can't really set anything aside. I just need to have it all available. So the things that are definitely for filling pockets, I can set over there. I still haven't found a spot for this, but it's still so cute. We'll find one. This is more for embellishing a page, this as well. And then I really had fun just using some of the ideas and things that I've been practicing so that I actually have unusual and interesting objects with which to decorate the pages of my journals. I was watching a video recently, and apparently in order to not say it is okay to have silence or dead space in your talking. I feel like it's a little herky-jerky, but the man in the video assures me that it's better to have a pause than to try to fill the space by saying So I'm practicing not saying This is a really old booklet of ephemera pieces, and then I realized it has these little labels in there. I was digging it out for the red, and I had this stored away with my journaling cards, and I don't remember where I got it. It's ages ago, probably Walmart. Don't even know the company. It could have been Craft Warehouse, but it's not, neither here nor there, because you're not going to be able to find it now. And then these were ones that I'm just waiting to decorate up, so I have them sitting aside. This is going to be a giant journal card. Just needs a little bit of help to become something. Okay, so those are ephemera thingies, more embellishing kind of things. And then I'm of two minds on this because I wanted to glue it in here to the back and have it as a pouch where she can put her pens and things. But the more I was thinking about it, I didn't know if that would just junk this up or if over time this would rip away. But I don't have a real good way of how to attach that. And of course I need to have this ready for tomorrow. My other thought was maybe I could somehow sew this to an elastic band and just let it wrap around the back cover. And then my last concern, or the thing that I need to figure out, is how to close it. I think I'm just going to find something to wrap around it as a tie. And then I finally got this all glued on today. I had to wait for all the background to dry, so I'm going to have to go over this with a little collage medium. Otherwise this is going to get ripped up. The base layer was sealed. I did it twice, but this top part I just added today after I got it all figured out. Okay, so let's just make our way through here, and I will put things down as I know what I wanted to do. This one, I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly certain on that one, that I'm going to lay that there. I wanted to put a butterfly because it's more of an adventure Art Deco kind of theme, but also I liked this saying that says find your wings, and so I kind of have a little bit of a butterfly theme throughout, which is why I included this guy here. And after testing out all my butterflies, I determined that this was the best looking one. So what I can't decide is, do I want to put it on there as like a tuck spot kind of thing, or just leave it how it is? I really don't know. But I guess if I give myself the option to have it as a tuck spot, then I can always glue it down more later, sometime in the next 12 hours. Okay, I'm going to try to use my bigger one here. And yes, I have a pin in it that is not stainless steel, but it is long enough to keep the end from getting unplugged. So this is why you want the stainless steel, because it causes your glue to rust. Well, the pin rusts and then it discolors the glue, but since we're not trying to impress anybody with the color of our glue here, see, I just struggle with the glue lately. All the issues with the glues. If we're just gluing something down, it won't matter. Oh man, wow. I'm not even sure if that's gonna work, truthfully, to have it as a type of tuck spot, but like I said, we'll give ourselves options. And then I had to be careful too, because once these pages were sewn in, they don't lay as flat for gluing things down, but I wanted to make sure that they were in and everything was in the right order before I glued the bases down. So kind of a catch-22 there. Okay, so this is the first one. Move those aside. I had one in mind. Was it that one? In the spirit of pre-made page bases, like I did a while ago, I just made oversized ones so that I can lay these down on the pages. I know I had one in mind, but I don't think it was that one. I think it might, was it this one? Now I'm just looking indecisive, I apologize. It might have been this one because I wanted to kind of pick up the colors in those flowers. There's a tiny bit of purple in this scrapbook paper. And so my idea was, I have this torn pocket here, and then I wanted to lay this down for journaling space, for writing space, but to make it look like it was coming out of the pocket. I'm going to scoot that aside and find a good place to set it, which I don't have. I don't know if I'm going to end up using my trimmer, so I'm just going to move my trimmer for the moment. This is just a 3-layer torn pocket. And again, I found myself doing oversized jumbo kinds of projects, a kind of journal. And I went back looking, the few that I have left that are still in my shop are either oversized or undersized. And it makes me wonder, what am I doing? Because I need to focus on just making journals that are normal 9 by 6-ish roughly size, or the little golden book size, which are about, what, 7.5 by 8, something like that. They're more square, but smaller. So I have made a pact with myself that I am not going to continue making oversized journals. That being said, this was a really nice cover and just the right size for what I wanted to do. So, oh, I wanted to stick that other one behind this. I want to make sure I'm working on camera. Uh-oh. Who did I watch do this? It worked for her very well. I don't remember. But that did work very well. That was nice. Okay. And this little piece actually was attached to this. So I just perforated it where it had the spot to do so, and where it was, you know, indicated that it needed to be torn off. And then that allowed that to fit on here better. I just think it's so cute. There's my I did do a little bit of thrifting over the last few weeks. I've gone out a couple times because I'm still looking for a good idea book. Not substitute, but you know, I started the one back in December now and quickly ran out of room, but I don't want to waste the pages I've already cut. So I was really trying to find one that matched the page sizes, and I thought I had found something that would work, but now I have definitely found one that'll work. The only question is, will it be thick enough? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go back over this with the wet glue because since I peeled it up, it's not going to stick as nicely as it was just a minute ago. But I thought this would be a cute way to get some writing space on the page and also to make the pocket look like it had stuff coming out of it. So now I just need to glue down my pocket pieces. So this is just 3 pieces of paper. They coordinate. And I ripped them artistically so that they would have a nice little torn edge. Part of why I didn't assemble these yet was because I just wanted to make sure of where they were going to wind up in the journal, because I didn't know if they're going to be on the left-hand side of a page or the right-hand side of a page. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't have everything set in stone to only go one direction or another. So I could change up my options. So I have lots of fun things coming up this week. Of course, I'm in the middle of my week right now, but got lunch with a couple of friends on Friday, which will be nice. And then I know what I have going on tomorrow. Oh, and I also have my monthly craft night will be Friday. Got that going on Friday, and then tomorrow will be my massage, so I need to have this ready for that because it's my massage therapist. It's her daughter is who this is for. And when we were talking before, I really like that, but it's going to need something under it. When we were talking before, That was when I said in my last appointment, I was like, oh, I'm going to make her a journal. And so that is how we wound up with this. So I've had 6 weeks to think about it and be working on it some. And then since I needed to work on it and I needed to make videos, you all are the lucky receivers of all of that creative energy. Yeah. And then what else do I have? Oh, I have rehearsal for slides at church. That'll be Thursday night this week. And, oh, I'm supposed to call a friend of mine. Ah! Let's see. What time is it? I don't know what time it is, but I may not get her called right now. Can't do it today. I never can. Ugh. I always feel like I'm running behind. I bet if I told her I had to wait till a different day, we could do it because we chatted last week. So. But I'm in the middle of filming, so I can't even tell her that until we're done here. So that's just the way it is, and this here's the priority, and so that's just the way it's gotta be. There. Okay, so this is essentially a pre-made page base that you would just lay down on a page, and because, again, I'm in oversized mode, it just happens to be oversized. Now what I'm wondering is if I should use tape. And I think I will. And hang on just a second, I'm gonna send her a text from my laptop. Message sent. Okay, that's a little bit of pressure off, isn't it? Now, I think it would just lay nicer and flatter if I use the tape. So that's what I'm gonna do. I know I can tear it, but I find it peels up easier. The backing peels off if it has straight edges, not torn edges. So that's what we're gonna do. I think I had 5 of these I wanted to lay down. And then I had 2 other things I wanted to do as well, so we will see. Okay, so the easiest way to get the back off is to make sure this is sticking down firmly, for sure. And then I'm going to show you a little trick I learned long ago in my mini album days. They were brief, but very, very insightful. Brief because then I moved on to junk journals, but there are a lot of principles that go between the two. So when you're working with your double-sided tape and it sticks down immediately, you don't get to slide things around. But a trick that I learned is that if you go over the tape with a glue stick, it does give you that little bit of wiggle room that you need. So if you get it on a little crooked, you can still reposition. And that tip has been a lifesaver. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I've had a couple of busier weeks, more appointments and stuff. But, oh, my pedicure was great. That was so nice. My little toe-toes are happy. I know there's been a bit of time between when I talked to you about that and now today when I'm filming, so, because I'm not filming exactly in order. So I filmed some of these videos earlier and now I'm filming some other ones. Okay, and did I want, where'd that little thingamajiggy go I was going to put on there? There it is. A seat. I think that'd be cute, so we're going to do it. I think I told you this has kind of an Art Deco, Art Nouveau inspired female adventure from the 20s and 30s theme. Yeah, I never can quite limit things to one single idea. I've always got multiple ideas. There, doesn't that look pretty? And then here, it was a page out of a cookbook, so I just covered over, it was a half of a recipe, so I just covered it, so hopefully she'll know she can write there. This one I'm leaving. This one, I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it, but I extended the page. Of course, because it's oversized, I had to extend my 12 by 12s. And that's not a pocket, but this, I wanted to put a tuck spot here. And I thought I have these little pages from a book, a notebook that I found at the thrift store. And I'm hoping that will fit if I fold it in half. It glued down kind of funny, so there's not as much pocket in that, not as much room in that pocket as it looks like. These are bright and cheery, and they have lots of room to write on them, so pulled out a couple pages. And of course, since she's not going to know necessarily what a junk journal is for, nope, I cannot do that. Oh, there's my again. Gotta work on that. Since she's not really gonna know what a junk journal is for, I'm trying to make it real obvious. Give her a lot of clues as to what she might want to do in each spot. So I don't know what to do here. I'm sure I'll figure that out very shortly. So I won't have much other option. This one, I wanted to put this library card. Library pocket. And this was a library card from something. And so I just happened to be blank, so I stuck it in there. And I like how it ties in. Now, there is this side as well. So my question is, do I like it better on this side? And then what would I do over here? Because I really don't know. But I think it would lay nicer over here. I'm going to go ahead and just glue it down so that something could stick in there. But I don't know what that something will be quite yet. There you go. There's that. Okay, on to the dance. This was a flip out. I did a bunch of stamping in advance. I did want to put something right there though. I used printables. Let's see, I meant to put in the names. Those are technically more like ephemera. I meant to put in the names of which kits I used. I thought I put them in here. But they are Mrs. Cog, from Mrs. Cog. I set them aside. Oh, here they are. Bohemian magazine covers from Mrs. Cog's Crafts. And then I used some from her Tea Time collection. Just like, there's just one or two. This one, she's definitely got that whole Art Deco look going on, even though she's drinking tea. And then there was another couple too. And then Fabulous Calendar Ladies. And then, let's see, yeah, those three are the ones I'm using from Mrs. Cog's Crafts. So if you're looking, I'll link her channel down below, but she has hundreds of images that you can print for, I mean, she never fails to help me find something that I'm looking for, because she just has all of these beautiful images from classical art. Now, okay, so back to what we were doing. I think I also had this cute stamp. I was very happy. I found that one at a thrift store. I've been actually eyeballing that one online for ages. And very happily found it in a thrift store, so that was a nice surprise. Let's see, I don't want to waste time, so I want to make faster decisions, but look at this lady. So remember when I was telling you about Egyptian revival? It was very popular. And then also that's where that whole idea of boho and bohemian lifestyle, the artists that were famous during this period, and the Impressionists, and yeah, it all came together. So it all gelled in this time period. So it was a very adventurous time. So that's my question. Do I want her or do I want the other lady? I just think she's stinking cute. I'm going to go with her because I have that little bit of blue there. And I'm not really inking much, unless it really seems like it should have it, but on this red envelope, practicing not saying there's a border so it stands out against the background. There's that, and then I just have a piece of cardstock in there that I'll back later on, maybe, hopefully. And then I made a tag out of a scrap and stuck it in here. And then, I don't know about this, she can just write. Okay, there's that one. And then right here on this, I have, you saw me do this page, so I just wanted to put something on each of these little, gotta get all my tiny ladies assembled. See, here's that one with that sticker that I didn't use. Here's this lady. I don't know that I'm gonna use her. She definitely has a 50s flair, so I think I'm gonna take her out of the mix. Here's another one of my little ladies. I loved her because she looks like a pirate. And I'm just trying to get this all laid out so I can see what I've got in front of me and grab it quickly. I got stuff everywhere, and I still have stamps and things. I have this little strip, Adventure, Journey, Discover. So that could potentially go on one of these. Let's see. And then I just have a few of these other little random pieces. Let's see. If I did that, what would I put in there? That is a good question. I don't know, but I do like the idea of doing that, so that's what I'm going to do. Now this is mostly stuff from my stash. Mostly. So this was just a random scrapbook paper. It was a graphic 45 one about going on safari, and that's where the lady on the cover came from, that image. So I picked this thing apart, and then I had some other graphic 45s that were called Typography was the name of the kit, the set, the line. Let's see. I like this little lady. She should be over here with these guys. A lady driving a motor car. Very independent in that day and age. Here's her again. Not sure about that at the moment, but I could be eventually. Trying to see, who am I missing? Oh, this pirate lady too. Okay, so what do I want to do? Who do I want to put there? That's the question. Let's decide. This I want it to be a pocket. Well, since I can't decide, let's put this nice lady reading her book. Wasn't quite sure where I was going to use her, so. You know, the whole Art Nouveau movement was a reaction to the overdone frilliness and overly fussy look of the Victorian age. And so it was looser lines, and you really see that starting to evolve. It was the end of the 1800s into the early 1900s, and then Art Deco started around 1920s through to the 30s. Okay, I wanted to stick something under there. So, yeah, a lot of old graphic 45 things. Oh, and I have stickers too. I can't forget I have stickers. So I'm going to put this, I just went through my journal card stash. A lot of these I bought when my daughter got married in 2015. So I'm just going to stick that there for now. Oops. Don't want to wrinkle anything. I don't have a card, I don't think, although I have Tony the Tiger, and I kind of feel like Tony the Tiger would be better wrapped around that. He'd have less of a chance of falling out. So I wonder if I can do both. Let's do it. Okay, celebrating you. Let's celebrate you, my dear. This one, okay, I know what I want to do here. Here's what I want to do here. So let's do that first, because this is an old page from a planner, one of those Franklin planner pages, and I like the colors, and then she could write her memories here. I wanted things in here that encourage her to make plans or to write things down, to have dreams, that kind of thing. So okay, 1/2-inch score tape is what I'm using. S-K-O-R-E, score. S-K-O-R, sorry. I think that's a brand, actually, and this brand is Sukwang, however you pronounce it. Okay. Can't wait to get all of these little piles of things off my desk. I'm feeling crowded. As well, I should. Oop, wrong way. Sorry about the frog in my throat. Let's see, so that, there we go. And then here, so this was looking blank. So I just stamped it up with a couple of, there's a background stamp with the maps and has kind of that travel idea, and then a script stamp. But what I thought would be nice would be to break up some of that with a pocket. And I have this scrap, so that's what made me think of that. Other thing is that you could have a envelope on an envelope, but that's kind of weird. So let's do the pocket. I don't know if there's a way that it looks better. Maybe. Pencil? Pencil is gone. Okay, I'm gonna do it right about there. I do need my trimmer. Scrap. Okay, so that's about 6 1/4 inches is what I did. Give it a notch. Oh, my husband is dinging around in our closet. Our closet, this is my daughter's bedroom, or it was, and our closet for our master bedroom is like on this side of that wall. So sometimes when you're in the closet, you can, the person in this room can hear. Well, that's not really coming out, is it? Come on. Doesn't want to come out because it just loves having that pin in there. I don't understand how it can stick to plastic. It's not helpful. And how does it then come out of the bottle and not just gunk up on the bottle? There we go. I just thought this needed a little something else. And it would be nice to have a decoration on it. So I've got these little ladies. This is that old K & Company pack. I think that actually, I'm wondering, because it's got the yellow and the red, would they look better over here? No, they wouldn't. Whew. Because I really want to use them right here. do it. I can't remember if I said or not, but I don't get the impression that she's a real frou-frou, girly, flowers and lace and that kind of thing kind of girl. I get the feeling she's more like, she loves animals. I think she just has, is a very adventurous kind of person, just likes life when life is working well, and just more of an outdoorsy, get after it kind of person, you know? This is the problem. Well, that has almost the complete recipe. I really did these more for the look than for anything, but I do want to find something to go over that. Okay, now we're into signature 2. Okay, so this one, let's see. Can't remember which one I wanted. Did I want that one or did I want this? I think I wanted this. Okay. So this is just one of those double pockets on a page. Again, from scraps. See that says north, not that it probably matters. But I also want more of the color to show. And the reason I didn't glue it down was because I didn't know if I was going to want these pockets to be left facing or right facing. And then I have this cute little film strip looking piece of paper. And then but I need to put something across here to show that there are 2 pockets. And so I'm going to use washi tape for that. Boy, for a person who didn't buy much washi tape at all, suddenly I've gone crazy. But also, you know, now that it's kind of going out of fashion, now that everyone's decided not to carry paper crafting supplies in their stores. Man, I was looking for Tim Holtz washi tape literally today, and I went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's. And it appears you can only get it by ordering it online, either at his site or on Amazon or something, or eBay. But that was, I don't know, just found it irritating. They have a lot of his other stuff though. I'm going to lay this down and then just wrap it around. This is very sticky. Very sticky on my hands. I have to scoot this again. Well, that's good because that shows me where to glue, actually. So what we do is, let's see, I was going to put this, kind of like it more up, and my little glamour girl. Should we do that one? Or should we do one of these other calendar girls? Nope, I'm going to stick with her. And then I have a whole sticker sheet. See, this came, I got this a long time ago. I think at Craft Warehouse or somewhere. Because I have just random sheets and then I have a couple of these sticker sheets. And so I have a couple of cute things to decorate with there. So she could be like a film star. Okay. So yeah, I suppose I could have purchased a kit or a digital or something, but first of all, this is oversized, so a digital wouldn't have really worked, and I wasn't really thinking that way. I was just thinking I wanted to make her one out of stuff that I kind of already have. And so I had purchased everything except for the Bohemian magazine covers. is the one I purchased just for this, but I had already had those little minis, I think. Maybe not, maybe I purchased them too. Anyway, I had the Tea Time printable, and I had, of course, I got a whole bunch of these stickers in my Your Creative Studio box and that kind of thing. Let's see, I've got one here, that works. And I've got one that sort of looks like a playing card here. That works. They don't have to exactly match. But I was wondering if I could incorporate this somehow on here. It's a good day to have a good day. Hey, this is like my, this is Kathleen Mauer's template. It's 2 plus 1 more. I've got my 2 straighter, more vertical lines and a round curve. And it looks good. 2 plus 1, that's what she calls it. I always say 1 more, but it's just 2 plus 1. And then she can write in these little squares too. I may have to wrap this up and not do any more because we're almost at an hour. But I kind of wanted to do some of it with you guys. Is that straight? Watch me not get it straight. Oh, there we go. Whew. Crisis averted. Let's see, do I want it? It's kind of like she's saying that, but I like her little hand. I'm just gonna, I'll just do it like that. There we go. And we'll put our tape on the back. Okay, there's that. And like, there's some pages like this, I just don't know what to do. I drew lines on the back of this in red pen. Like this, I'm just gonna leave it folded in, but I could actually, these ladies that are sitting, now she's tricky because I don't know what to do with her arm, but I could turn this into like a tuck spot there. And then they could be looking like they're sitting there. And then the other one I would just leave as a flap. I don't know. I'll think about that. I'll just set them there. I'll go back and through and think about that. And then I have like a spot like here where I stuck this out. You saw me do that on the last video, but after I put it together, there's a skinny spot here. So I made a tag, but I don't know what to do with this right there. I do have this that I wanted to use as a pocket. That would work, wouldn't it? Punch. This is just the front of a greeting card. Side pocket or top pocket? I was thinking top just because of the verticalness of this balloon. So let's do that. I'm gonna call it good. And I got this little lady I made. Oh, she's a little too wide. Okay. Well, I may end up just cutting a strip of paper or something to slide in here, a scrap of cardstock to make it fit. Okay, there's that. You can tell I was kind of heading in one direction when I first started this and then switched up my mind and went in a different direction. Okay, this one, this is the one. No. Okay, I wanted a side tuck, but I wanted this torn up piece of music to be the background. And I just like that it's all ratty and torn. I mean, I would trim it, obviously, but I was thinking this could just be a side tuck, and that would add some color there, or I have this one And I would just turn that so she could write on it, going that way. Not a lot happening on that either, but we could add one of these butterflies like that. See, that would dress up a page, wouldn't it? I'm going to set that there because I want to remember what the other two are, the other two spots. Oh yeah, see, it's orange over here. And then this, I just really have no idea what to do with that still, even yet. So I didn't glue it down all the way because I didn't know if I wanted it to be a tuck spot or what, but I still don't know. Then this will have to have something put in it. Aha, yes, the bag. Now, I did like, I could do that. I could attach that there and it would be writing space. And then, where are all my ladies? Her or, oh. And of course, I believe this was Vincent van Gogh's period, you know, when he was, the Impressionists were all part of all that, the Art Nouveau movement. Or I can have draw outside the lines. What I don't like, see, it's got part of this magazine cover there, and so I don't want to mess up any of that, and that's not very big. Oh, my dog is out there growling. Not cool. And then this is going inside. It's just blank. And this one I do just teensy bit of definition around this edge. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, let me glue this here. So I'm remembering that remembering the other side of this, and that I have stickers. And so now I'm remembering that I had a sticker I definitely wanted to use. Let's see, let's go like that. Okay, there's that. So let me go back to the other side. And here's how we'll dress this up. We won't glue that down. I was gonna put this right there. There we go. That's what that needed. Okay. So I'm just gonna glue along this side. Here we go. And make it look like her arm is resting there. Let's scoot them over a bit. There we go. And yep, that's what they needed. They're so, you know, drab against the white brick, gray and white brick, and the sepia tones of the picture, but it needed something to brighten it up on that side. So that's what we just did. Nice. Okay, and then she'll know what to do with that. She'll know to write there. And then when she goes to the next one. Okay, back over to this side. And then right here, I wanted to make a booklet. So I have all these scraps, or not scraps, but sheets of notepad papers. One, I don't know how many of each. I grabbed like a couple of each. So that one has butterflies. This one has flowers. It's Debbie Mum. This one says dance, like no one is watching. That one says thought pad. So, and then these are just plain. I don't think I need that many pages, so I think what I will do, I kind of wanted the butterflies to show. I don't know, let's see. No, I got too many blah pieces of paper together. Okay, let's put that in between. Okay. So it's kind of like a scrappy booklet, but not. And then what I wanted to do here, oh, I forgot to put this back in the bag. Put that in there. Okay. What we're gonna do here is punch it and tie a bow through it and make a booklet. However, I wanted to put something decorative across the top. Where are my cute little scraps? I think this one will work. Let's see. Folding in half. Okay, I'm just gonna leave those edges a little long for a sec, and then I'll trim them after I've got this all arranged. But then we're just going to hopefully do these somewhat evenly because I'm eyeballing the whole thing. There we go. And then I just have some random bits of twine, all needing to be used up. This should be the right size. Let's see, we're gonna thread that through. And so for my friend Michelle, who asked me ages ago about how to make a scrappy booklet without sewing, and I showed you stapling, you can also do it this way. Just tie it shut. And ideally, it would be really nice to have cardstock across the top, but I like the pattern. This is just copy paper. It doesn't have to be fancy. Not copy paper, scrapbook paper, patterned paper. Boink. There we go, trimming that up. And then that is gonna go in this pocket here. There we go. So now she knows to, she can write on things there. And then I wanted one of these guys, or where's the bigger ones? I have them in with my journal cards, but I could use one as a decoration. Where are they? They all ran away. I have probably more journal cards than I actually need, but I pulled them all out. So once again, we can put that here. I'm gonna take this out so that lays flat. That's the hard part with these graphic 45 ones, because there's always something cute on the backside too, and then they force you to make a choice. So write your story, want it to overlap into the white. Okay, so there's that. And then I have no idea what to do here, but I did want to use, this is where I was going to use this one. And I'm making this a flip up, and I will cover this with notepad paper, probably this one. I'm not really going to use scripture or anything, but this is a blessing from Numbers that God gave to the Hebrews to speak over each other, and I believe that would be a very appropriate thing to put in this journal for her. So it's like a blessing and a benediction for her and for her life. So I went ahead and I put that one in because I don't believe that you have to be a person of faith to have this benediction spoken over you or prayed for you. So, plus it also has writing lines. So that's what I'm going to do there, okay? So we're going to end it because this is going way too long, and I have lots more stuff I need to do before I'm completely ready with it. you're getting the idea, and that's it. And then I will come back and show you the final flip through. So our quote for the day, I picked it because I thought it was somewhat appropriate to go with this one today. And it says, "Do not wait for extraordinary circumstances to do good. Try to use ordinary situations." So the best kind of good we can do, obviously, is to do good in the everyday and the ordinary. And the more we do that, the more good will be out there in the world for people. If we just wait until something extraordinary, first of all, are we going to be up to the task? And second of all, then we've wasted all those opportunities to do something good in the everyday life of someone, ourselves or someone else, you know, in our family or friends or coworkers, whoever, strangers at the grocery store, whatever. So do your good in ordinary circumstances and ordinary situations. Don't wait for the extraordinary. I might put that one in here. I don't know. It's kind of froofy. See, it's all sweetly, softly romantic. So it's not really in the right style, but I picked it for today because we're trying to do good here. We're trying to help somebody feel good about themselves and know that they are being encouraged to be the best person they can be and to make something good out of their life. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this and that I didn't bore you out of your skulls. Please leave me a comment below. Remember to like, hit the subscribe button. There should be a blue box on my screen, on your screen in the bottom right-hand corner that says subscribe. So it's subscribe. I just put it in 3 lines. If you click on that, that allows you to subscribe to my channel, as well as just hitting the subscribe button down below the view box, down below the window. Please share my channel so we can all grow together and so we can do more fun stuff together. And until next time, guys, I want you to be inspired and do something creative today. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.